You have to be a pretty... What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having an absolutely incredible day. I know I am. And you have to be a pretty bad person to steal from people in general. You know, I think we can all agree about that. You have to be like an even worse person to steal from people who are defenseless, an even worse person to steal from a school, an even worse person to steal from a preschool, and an even worse person to steal from a religious preschool. But this lady just straight up hit the trifecta. A lady is actually being charged right now for embezzling potentially millions of dollars from a Catholic preschool. And I just think people this bad just need to be talked about.
I've did it again.
Yeah. High school or December, not a memory. Too high like I'm in the nether.
Alright, guys. What is going on? Today I was scrolling through the Twitter timeline, doing my thing, looking for a crazy news article, because it's kind of become a tradition here on the channel for me to do like one of these a day and just talk about something stupid I find. And I see this headline: Roanoke Church preschool director indicted for embezzling money. And then this beautiful headline of preschool embezzlement, which just makes it sound like a bunch of preschoolers started learning how to embezzle money for the cartel, which would be a fantastic idea for a Netflix show. If it's not already greenlit, I'm calling dibs. And you know, there's doing things that's like not cool, and then there's stealing from preschoolers not cool. Like, even if preschoolers wanted to stop you from stealing from them, like, it's not like they actually can. So stealing from them just definitely not the best move whatsoever. How do you sleep at night being the director of a preschool, dude? Like, you were literally stealing from these kids and then going to school the next day and being like, hope you do the best, sweetie. Months after a Roanoke preschool shut down, a former employee is charged with embezzlement, leading to the financial collapse of the preschool program at a local church. The Roanoke grand jury issued an indictment for Keisha Chrisley for embezzling from the preschool at St. Mark's Lutheran Church on Franklin Road in southwest Roanoke. Chrisley was the director of the preschool and was arrested August 7th. She allegedly stole money from the school sometime between January 2016 and March of this year, and it's unclear how much she's accused of embezzling. And listen, there's like embezzlement, you know, when your company makes $1 million, so you take $15 to pay for McDonald's. And then there's like embezzling so much from a preschool that it bankrupts the entire program at the local church. Like, Keisha, what were you embezzling? Like, what were you possibly spending enough money on where you literally bankrupted the entire preschool program? I also love how she, like, embezzled so much money that the time span that they have is, like, 4 years. Yeah, somewhere in between January of 2016 and now, she's stolen money. Like, oh, yeah, very specific. That's gonna be fun to investigate, for sure. Does everyone just trust the person who's, like, in charge of a church preschool? Is that how she's able to get away with this for so long? I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If somebody was like, what do you do for a living? And they said, oh, I organize a preschool at my church, I would definitely not think they were embezzling money to the point of bankrupting the entire school. That's just me being honest. That's stereotyping, sure. But you wouldn't either, dude. If we met Keisha and she was like, oh, I run a beautiful preschool for homeless youth who need Christian outreach, you wouldn't be like, oh, she's skimping off the top, for sure. She's taking home the bag. And the other thing, I feel like a preschool director for a church can't be making a ton of money, and she was obviously stealing a bunch of money. So did nobody find it odd that, like, the preschool director had a $2,000 purse? I don't know what she bought. Maybe she was super smart with it. She was, like, embezzling money from the preschool to invest it in the stock market at a higher return, you know? Let's be honest, if you steal from a preschool, you're not doing anything like that. They definitely are just blowing the money. Because anyone willing to steal from a preschool is not thinking far enough ahead to be like, I should be responsible with this money. No, they just robbed a preschool, dude. At this point, anybody with like a grape juice box is getting it yanked out of their hands. They're literally trying to steal candy from babies now. The church's pastor, James Armentrout, sent a letter to the church community April 16th announcing the preschool's closure because it was no longer financially sustainable. Then, he sent another note August 3rd saying previous financial issues, along with the embezzlement, is why the preschool had to shut down for good. Dude, imagine getting an email being like, yo, the preschool your kid goes to no longer exists because the person in charge was just stealing so much money where we literally do not have the money to exist anymore. There is $0 in our bank account. And then waiting like 7 months to send out another email. Okay, it was only technically 4, but like it took you 4 months to confirm what everybody knew, which is like all this embezzled money definitely had something to do with bankrupting the school. Yeah, guys, listen, we're having to close the preschool, and at the same time, like this lady's getting investigated for embezzlement, and then 4 months later, they're like, fine, we can finally tell you it's embezzlement. Like, I think people probably already knew, sir. Armin Trout did not want to speak on camera at this time, but he wrote and said, Keisha is someone with whom we have formed a relationship. When that bond is broken, it hurts. We pray for her and her family and trust the judicial system to be fair and just for us all. The court has set bond for Christie at $1,500. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a statement that was definitely written by a lawyer, dude. Like, it was so perfectly written. Like, yes, we are emotionally damaged. We hope her and her family are the best and hope for a fair judicial system for everyone. Ha, I am definitely a person writing this. I don't know what it is about legalese that is just so obviously like not human, dude. It's like Mark Zuckerberg, definitely a robot with too much sunscreen on his nose. Also, I just want to address something really quick. I've seen comments on this series. Okay, I know this is a dumb video I do every day talking about a dumb musical article I find about like, oh, if I wanted to watch the news, I was going to go watch the news. So it just so happens that this news article has a video with it that was provided by the news. So I'm going to show you guys what you're missing, you know, what you guys really are missing out on by watching me. You could be watching this beautiful, fantastic content instead.
Employee is charged with embezzlement, leading to the financial collapse of a preschool program at a local church. WDBJ7's Lindsay Kane spoke with the pastor and has more from Roanoke.
Yeah, you want to go get your news from the guy in the Jimmy Neutron cosplay. Okay, all right. I make it fun, all right? Give me that at least. Real talk, though, guys, no beef to the news out there in Roanoke. Jimmy Neutron, if you end up watching this, no disrespect. I really respect you. Your dad makes the best duck calls I've ever seen. But, yeah, moral of the story is don't steal from preschoolers. I don't even know, like, how you defend that in a courtroom. If this Keisha girl's trying to get a lawyer, she's calling people up. She's like, yes, I embezzled money from a church's preschool to the point where it literally went bankrupt and they had to shut down because it was financially insolvable. Will you please represent and defend me and put your reputation on the line? No lawyer's taking that case, dude. Keisha is really not gonna have a good time because you really can't defend somebody who stole from preschoolers, man. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd appreciate you pressing the like button, letting me know in the comment section down below what you thought, and subscribing if you're new, turning on those notifications. I upload pretty often, and you don't want to miss an upload because they're all bangers just like this one, baby. I never miss. Follow me on Twitter at Scrubby_69. Instagram is just at Scrubby because I'm clean like that. If you like the intro song, it will be in the description down below. No pressure to listen, though. And yeah, if you really want to support, get some of the OG Sub Club merch. Use code Scrubby at the G Fuel checkout. And if you really want to go above and beyond to support the channel, you can become a member. They get a shout out at the end of every video here on the channel. So yeah, all the members getting the shout outs today: Unreal Decoy, Y'all Like Raw Toast, Nick, Tyler L, Johnny Dude, Ty Hammonds Jr., Cosmic Ramen, Candy Rose, Fabuloso Terrifying, Zora W, Michael Savage, Antog, Chandler Lewis, Official Deathwish, Ryuki, It's Snowing Sideways, Sam Trowbridge, Brandon Grove, Sparky, Why So Blurry, and Gyro Z Master. Thank you all so much for being members. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time with another video. I'm out. Peace.